What's the craziest school bus story you've ever heard? When I was a bus driver, I had a little boy named Tommy on my route who always sat in the front seat, clutching his blue lunchbox. His mom worked double shifts at the hospital, so he was usually the first kid I'd pick up at 6 a.m. while it was still dark outside. One winter morning, Tommy wasn't at his usual spot. I waited an extra few minutes, thinking he was running late. When he didn't show up, I had to keep going with my route. The next day, same thing, no Tommy. I started getting worried since he'd never missed a day before. On the third morning, Tommy was there, but something was different. His face was covered in bruises, and he was wearing the same clothes from 3 days ago. When he got on the bus, I noticed he was limping. He wouldn't look me in the eye like he usually did. I asked if he was okay, but he just nodded and hurried to his seat. Throughout the drive, I kept glancing at him in my mirror. He wasn't eating his breakfast or reading his comics like usual. He just stared out the window, flinching every time we hit a bump. At school, I watched him struggle to carry his backpack. Before he could get off, I gently asked what happened. He burst into tears and told me his mom's new boyfriend had moved in. The boyfriend had been drinking and pushed Tommy down the stairs when he asked for breakfast. His mom was at work during all this, and the boyfriend threatened to hurt her if Tommy told anyone. My blood was boiling, but I kept my voice calm. I told Tommy to wait on the bus while I called the principal. Within an hour, police and social services were interviewing Tommy. They found out the boyfriend had a record of domestic violence in 3 states. Tommy and his mom moved in with his grandmother that same day. I thought that was the end of it, but a week later, the boyfriend showed up at Tommy's bus stop, clearly drunk. He started screaming that he was Tommy's new dad and had a right to take him. I immediately locked the bus doors and called 911. The guy actually tried to break the bus window with his fist. I turned to the kids and told them to move to the back, staying calm even though my heart was racing. Tommy was shaking in his seat, tears streaming down his face. The boyfriend grabbed a rock from the ground. Just as he was about to throw it, police cars came screeching around the corner. They tackled him right there on the sidewalk. One of my other students caught the whole thing on their phone. Turns out the boyfriend had violated his restraining order multiple times. The video evidence sent him to prison for 5 years. Tommy's mom got into a domestic violence program that helped her find a better job and her own apartment. These days, Tommy sits in his usual front seat again, eating breakfast and reading comics. He smiles now.